NASA and its international partners have recently updated their risk assessment for Asteroid 2024 YR4. Initially, this near-Earth object was given a 2% chance of impacting Earth in 2032. While this may sound alarming, experts emphasize that this is only a preliminary estimate based on limited data. As more observations are made, the probability of impact is expected to decrease significantly. In this video, we will break down what this updated risk assessment means and explain how scientists calculate these probabilities. We will also examine similar asteroids that initially appeared to pose a threat but were later ruled out. Finally, we will explore other near-Earth objects, including asteroids and comets, that astronomers are actively monitoring. By the end of this video, you will gain a clearer understanding of how these celestial bodies are tracked and why continuous observation is essential for planetary defense. Asteroid 2024 YR4 first gained attention when preliminary calculations indicated a 2% chance of impact in 2032. This estimate was based on initial observations from telescopes in Chile. However, since astronomers had only been tracking the asteroid for a short time, there was considerable uncertainty about its exact trajectory. NASA and the European Space Agency anticipate that this risk estimate will be refined as additional data is collected. When astronomers discover a new asteroid, they use telescopes to record its position in the sky. By capturing multiple images over time, they can track its movement and estimate its orbit around the Sun. The more observations they gather, the more precise their calculations become. In the case of 2024 YR4, upcoming observations from the James Webb Space Telescope will help refine estimates of its size and trajectory. A similar situation occurred with asteroid Apophis, which was once believed to pose a potential threat. Early calculations suggested a small chance of impact in 2029, but as scientists collected more data, they were able to rule out any possibility of a collision. The same process is now underway for 2024 YR4. NASA experts explain that the 2% risk estimate is not a cause for concern, as it will likely drop to zero after further analysis. This step-by-step tracking is a standard part of asteroid monitoring. Scientists use advanced computer models to predict an asteroid's future trajectory. These models account for various factors, including the gravitational pull of nearby planets and the influence of sunlight on the asteroid's motion. While initial calculations may indicate a small impact risk, they become more accurate over time as more data is gathered. This is why the 2% impact probability for 2024 YR4 is not a final prediction but rather a starting point for further study. Many asteroids undergo a similar risk assessment process when they are first discovered. Initially, there may be a slight possibility of impact, but in nearly all cases, this risk diminishes as additional observations refine the calculations. A well-known example is asteroid 2000 SG344, which was initially thought to pose a small threat in the 21st century. However, as more data was collected, scientists ruled out any risk of collision. The same occurred with asteroid 2011 AG5, which was once considered a potential hazard but is now known to be harmless. The reason for these changing risk assessments is straightforward. When an asteroid is first detected, scientists have only a short period of observational data to work with. This limited information means that initial orbital estimates contain uncertainties. As more observations are gathered, calculations become increasingly precise, usually leading to the impact probability dropping to zero. NASA and other space agencies continuously monitor thousands of near-Earth objects, discovering new ones each year. Most of these asteroids initially have a small impact probability that quickly decreases as additional data is obtained. This demonstrates the effectiveness of current tracking and prediction methods. While the early 2% impact estimate for 2024 YR4 may seem concerning, it falls within the normal range for newly identified asteroids. Like many space rocks before it, the risk will likely be ruled out once further observations confirm its actual orbit. Scientists have ruled out certain near-Earth objects, NEOs, as immediate threats, but they continue to monitor others, including asteroids and comets that pass close to our planet. One of the most well-known NEOs is asteroid 101955 Bennu, which measures approximately 1,600 feet, 500 meters, across, making it significantly larger than 2024 YR4. NASA's OSIRIS-Rx spacecraft recently studied Bennu up close and even brought samples back to Earth. While Bennu does have a very small chance, less than 0.1%, of impacting Earth in the late 2100s, scientists do not consider it an immediate concern. However, it remains one of the most closely observed asteroids. Another notable asteroid is 1950 DA, which follows a long orbital path. Early calculations suggested a slight chance of impact in the year 2880, but further observations are expected to reduce this probability. Comets can also pose potential risks, though they are harder to predict than asteroids. Unlike asteroids, which tend to follow stable orbits, comets often originate from the outer solar system and have more unpredictable trajectories. While no known comet currently threatens Earth, astronomers continue to monitor them carefully. The good news is that NASA and other space agencies are actively working on planetary defense strategies. In 2022, NASA's DART mission successfully demonstrated a method for altering an asteroid's orbit by crashing a spacecraft into it. This proved that, if necessary, humans have the capability to redirect a potentially hazardous asteroid. Thanks to modern technology, scientists can now track thousands of space objects with increasing accuracy, allowing them to predict their movements well in advance. If a genuine threat were ever detected, there would likely be years, or even decades, of warning time, giving experts ample opportunity to take action. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more space updates, and let us know in the comments which space topics you'd like us to cover next. See you in the next video.